The U.S. president has reassured his French counterpart of Washington's commitment to end spying practices. François Hollande's office has announced that Barack Obama made the reaffirmation in a phone call to Paris. Hollande had called the U.S. spying on the French president unacceptable. The French government has announced that a top French intelligence official will travel to the U.S. to discuss the issue. Earlier, Paris summoned the U.S. ambassador to France. Newly released documents by the whistleblower website WikiLeaks show the U.S. NSA spied on François Hollande, Nicolas Sarkozy, and Jacques Chirac between 2006 and 2012. The U.S. has rejected all those allegations. To discuss that further, we're now joined by Ramin Mazahiri, Press TV's correspondent, who's joining us live now from Paris. Now, Ramin, this is quite ironic, isn't it, that on one hand, spying on François Hollande is unacceptable, but spying on the rest of France is seemingly okay.
It certainly is rather curious timing. It's really kind of too bad that WikiLeaks did not release this information sooner. Doing it on the day of the vote of the final vote sort of prevented anybody from getting all up in arms and taking to the streets to try and stop what's being called the French Patriot Act. You sort of hit the nail on the head. This cuts out judicial oversight. This is basically a big power grab by the executive branch here in France, and this is something that they're basically following the same script as the United States did after 9/11. We have now thousands of soldiers permanently stationed in a new domestic army. We've had a witch hunt for so-called supporting terrorism speech, and now we have, what's been called the French Patriot Act, but it actually goes even further. The bill basically legalizes spy tactics, of course, all in the name of allegedly fighting terrorism. And it's very ironic that this country, France, which claims to be a free press beacon, this bill does not protect journalists. It does not have safe industrial espionage. So this is something that has been opposed for really quite some time. But it's very important to note that this bill was rushed through to avoid debate, and now here it is in law. And it's on this very same day that this U.S. spy program has been going on for nearly 10 years and covers 3 presidents. It was first revealed back in 2013 that the U.S. was spying on France, and France didn't really do anything, and they probably aren't going to do anything this time around because France has a spy program that is almost as comprehensive as the United States. France is with this new Patriot Act, and even before, they are spying on everybody too. The big difference is that the U.S. spends $60 billion on their spy program, and France $1 billion. So 60 to 1 different ratio there. So we have many politicians here who are getting sort of up in arms. Hollande, convened the ambassador, talked with Obama, but there's not going to be any sort of punishment here because people just seem to cynically accept the fact that allies are going to spy on allies. That's something that politicians seem to be very much okay with. But the question is, should the average French citizen, should they tolerate this type of illegal activity on French soil? It really doesn't seem that the French citizen is going to be consulted here at all. And I'm sure that Obama and Hollande were talking about cheese and taking vacations and the 35-hour work week, and not talking about any sort of serious punishment for the United States actions. So certainly it is a rather this French Patriot Act is a big story, and this happening about these new WikiLeaks revelations happening on the same day. It's really something, but it's just a case where Big Brother is spying on us, and Big Brother means France and especially the United States more than most any other country.
Okay, Ramin, we'll leave it there at that, but of course we appreciate that. That was Ramin Mazahiri, who was speaking to us live from the French capital.